VCR in 1997.
It is a movie. Shut up.
No. This one makes no sense. None.
So they find one in the film building. They watch some footage, and then they realize halfway through, this isn't my footage.
Mm-hmm.
And then they realize Ghostface was filming and put his footage in with...
That's, I guess, what he was doing in the film van, but I'm like, wow, that's a lot of extra effort for nothing.
Yeah. So they're attacked by Ghostface.
Mm-hmm.
After getting, they're getting a little freaky.
Mm-hmm.
After, I guess, I'm sorry, no, I'm sorry. And then they start kissing.
It's like, hey, look, let's fuck.
And then Ghostface attacks. And for the
Coitus
second
interruptus.
movie in a row,
yes,
Dewey is, quote-unquote,
dead.
Killed.
Yeah.
This one's a lot worse than the first one.
Yeah, he should not have survived
because
this
the first one, knife in the back, oh, Sidney, oh.
Yeah.
This one, he gets knifed in the back, and there's just blood everywhere, just squirting all over the fucking thing.
While I remember it, when we finally do happen upon Fantastic again, he's covered in blood, which I think is actually the next scene.
Mm-hmm.
He's covered in blood, and they're freaking out, going like, "Oh my god!" And he goes, "I found Dewey, and I helped resuscitate him."
No, it's Cotton.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Oh, I thought it was him.
No, it's Cotton.
Okay, so Cotton, he would have had to.
She's hiding and stuff, and then she runs in the Cotton, and he's got blood on his hands. He's like, "I found Dewey. There was nothing I can do."
So he's dead.
Yeah.
So how is Dewey alive?
Did he, after they leave, go?
Well, my guess is
come back to life.
My guess is Dewey has whatever is in Jason Voorhees' blood to just keep living, no matter what you do to him. Because that's the only way Dewey is allowed to survive this.
Dwight is Voorhees.
Uh-huh.
Voorhees is Dwight.
Dwight Voorhees.
That's
his real name.
Derek is tied up by his frat for giving because he gives Sidney his necklace, his letters, which is bad luck or whatever. So they tie him up at the
This is right when
on the stage.
Right when Sidney breaks up with him. This is when they kind of fake kidnap him and tie him up.
And have a party around him.
And have a party on him. Like, yeah, that would kill him, being up that long and then feeding him alcohol. That would kill him.
Because they took off.
Yeah, that would kill him. If there was anything I found out from doing, spoiler alert, I do my notes sometimes a week in advance. I've been doing notes for Nightmare on Elm Street 3, and one of the actors passed out repeatedly from doing a position just like that. Because that is what kills you in a crucifixion, is being in that position for that long. Because your heart can't pump the blood up that high when your body's like that. So you will die.
So with all the attacks happening, the cops have... Well, we need to move her to a secret location.
The fuck you say?
So they take her and Haley, basically going, I'm your therapist, so I'm going with my bestie. Derek, you can't come. No boys allowed. Man.
Which, chances are, they probably would have actually. That's the only thing I think that would have made sense. Is like, yeah, they probably would let her friend go with her. Yeah. My question is like, why did it take you fucking several days? Like, you know that she's going to be the immediate fucking target, so you move her out immediately.
So, this is where I'm confused, because I thought they broke up, but they totally kiss, and then she takes off. So I'm like, so they're not broken up?
Well, this is why my version of the events would have made a lot more sense, where she's just like, hey, someone's trying to kill me. I don't know if it's you. I don't think it is, but I don't know. And it's a little too fucking weird, so I'm just going to peace out for a minute. Yeah. That's how I would have done it, but whatever. They're not broken up, necessarily.
So I think it was after this, then that's when he gets kidnapped.
That's when he gets kidnapped. Oh yeah, when she's leaving, right?
Because I do like how they think you think it's going to be Ghostface, but no, it's actually just his frat brothers.
Yep. Huh?
This is where Gale runs in the Cotton, blood on his hands. I couldn't do anything. She takes off because you're like, you're the killer. Because she grabs a phone and goes, the killer's Cotton fucking weary.
Which I like that delivery.
And this Debbie like, what's going on? Jesus,
dude, the fuck.
Where the hell did you come from?
Fucking, you're like a weird bird. You just pop up everywhere. You fucking...
Third act begins.
Yeah.
Sidney on stage. He finds Derek tied up with a thing around... Was he blindfolded or just a full-on hood around his head?
I think he was blindfolded.
Carved up, too.
Yeah. A little bit...
I'm assuming not by the frat brothers. This was the killer.
Although, I would assume, yeah. I believe at this point it was Fantastic who did it.
Because Ghostface shows up, pulls the mask off. It's Mickey. Surprise! The guy who hasn't been here for the last half hour.
Aren't you shocked? Like, not really.
I do like the whole, like, good going, pal.
Yeah.
Like, saying Derek's...
that was really good.
She was going to cut him down. He's like, I wouldn't do that. He's my partner.
Yeah. You're not... Wow. You were terrible at this. Like, I told you to leave her. Like, he was sort of implying that. And then, of course...
because Haley's dead at this point. Cops are dead. That cop gets...
That was the one really violent scene in this movie, and I'm like, fuck, that was a great shot.
Because they crashed the car.
Yeah, and a beam goes through the cop's face,
and he's
the back of his head into the cop car, and that's how they escape. And actually, no, I want to talk about that fucking scene for a minute, because bullshit, all right? Bullshit on everything. Okay, so this happens, because when they're transporting, shit goes down. They get into the accident, and the thing goes through the cop's face, which is just genius, and looks fucking phenomenal. Looks all kinds of brutal. Looks great. So, Ghostface is in the driver's seat, fucking unconscious, right? Mm-hmm. And they make a whole thing where because it's in a cop car, so they got to climb through the thing that's broken.
Because their door doesn't open.
Yeah. So she climbs, and she's trying to take the mask off, and they do the horror movie thing where she accidentally hits the fucking horn, jump scare everywhere. And then just climbs out. And then her friend climbs out too. And she doesn't attempt to take it off again until she runs halfway down the street and then decides to go back. No!
Just like the phone. No. Just like the phone.
No! This is not... No. The second you are out and your friend's climbing through... No. You find out who it is.
Yeah.
When your friend's out, you pull the mask off, you see, and you fucking bolt. That's
to the nearest police station.
Yeah. That's how you do this. You're not going to leave with the hood on. You're just not. Bullshit.
So they both run. She goes back. Of course, the killer's gone. Grabs Haley. Stab.
Mm-hmm.
Now their best friend dead.
All your fault, Sid.
That's where she runs to the stage.
All your fault, Sid. That's on you.
Mickey's like, hey, Derek, you're the killer. No, you're not. Bang! And then shoots him dead.
Surprise!
And you're like, no, National Treasure Jerry O'Connell, no!
But I'm torn because...
Alas, poor Jerry, we hardly knew ye.
All the fantastic killing Jerry O'Connell just feels like you're ruining my life.
I know.
It's just not cool, man. Just not cool.
And then he's like, but I do have a partner.
Well, you didn't think I did this alone, did you?
As, Jerry O'Connell gets pulled up, he's gone from the movie. There's my partner, and it's Gail.
Fucking, yeah. And she's like, what?
Gail!
No,
you idiot. And then Debbie Salt, who turns out to be Billy Loomis's mother.
Yeah, because I do enjoy that. Aunt Jackie pimps in, and then we realize that Sydney's never seen her. So she just goes, Mrs. Loomis? And I'm like, ha ha ha, genius.
But Gail's just like, I know what she looks like. I'm only 60 pounds down and a lot of work done home in person.
But you got to assume Sydney's seen her a lot because she was dating Billy.
So even with the pounds off, the work done, she would have been like, Mrs. Loomis?
Yeah.
Because, she never sees Debbie once, which is, weird, because if you're hanging around campus being
you
a
would
reporter...
not necessarily because, say, Sydney's pimping by, you just turn your back, right? Because she's not going to recognize from the back.
No, but what I'm saying is, what if Sydney sees her without her seeing Sydney? One time. It takes one time.
Yes, that is likely, but
for her to go, Mrs. Loomis?
But at the same time, you got to remember, she's probably running from reporters all the time, so she's not paying attention to who's around her.
Right.
So if Aunt Jackie's hanging out there with her back turned or whatever, or even if she's even staring directly at her, she's probably not paying attention because she's just like, I need to get away from the damn reporters. So it's possible.
So the rest of this film entirely belongs to Laurie Metcalf, and she completely takes over the film in the most glorious, over-the-top way of, her explanation, of, finding Mickey.
Because it starts with Mickey going, hey... my whole motive is I'm going to blame the movies. It's never been done before. I'm like, no, actually it has. But that's cool. And he's just like, and this is the most 90s thing ever, and he's not wrong. And this is
he wants
awesome.
To get caught.
Yeah, he's like, I'm going to be the fucking poster child. And he literally says something that's absolutely true, where he's just like, the Christian Coalition will pay for my defense. I'm like, he's right. That absolutely would happen. And he'll become famous for it and everything like that. And then, of course, Aunt Jackie shoots him.
Oh, she's like, oh, Mickey, there's going to be no trial. What do you mean? Bang, 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 bang.
It's like, because, no, she doesn't care. And
he's just like, what the fuck? Boom, down dead. And she's like, well, his Mickey...
And then he also shoots Gale on the way down.
Yeah, he gets one shot off, boom, hits Gale, and she's like, oh, and then she's down for the rest of the scene.
And you gotta make her go... You gotta have her go, really? Fuck, alright.
And I like it's like, my motive isn't so 90s. My motive is just good old-fashioned revenge.
Yes.
God damn it, doesn't she just monologue?
Oh, she loves her some her.
You sly dog, you got me monologuing.
Yeah. It's she just starts going.
You know, Billy was a good boy, and you ruined him, and you killed him.
You're the one who fucked him up, and then I do enjoy that Sydney's just like, you fucking left.
Bitch, like, what?
That was the whole thing. It was because you left. That was half of his problem. Duh. She's like, I raised him to be a good boy. Did you? Did you really?
Because you didn't raise him, because you left.
You left. Like,
And she ends it with, isn't Mickey supposed to be dead? What? Punch, run away.
That was good, too.
And they have a fight while using the stage, like props, like the sound and the noise and the fake fire and the fake rocks that totally crush Aunt Jackie, and we're supposed to think that that's real rocks?
I guess. I'm
like, those are foam rocks. Even if she gets, she even does the whole, and then she gets crumpled on by a pile of them. I'm like, but it's all styrofoam.
They were going to be foam. Like, why would you ever have real rocks? That's just dumb. That's not feasible in a play unless literally it's a one act play where you are in the same. You would never have heavy rocks. You
also,
would have foam.
I like when they're flipping the switches. There's sparks going off. I'm like, Jesus, that's temperamental equipment.
Yeah. This is a fire hazard in a university. This wouldn't happen.
In something that was supposed to be filled with people watching this play.
Yeah, this is a fire hazard all over the joint.
So they chase each other around. She razzles the gun out of her hand. They fight again. And then Cotton Weary shows up.
Ha!
But Laurie Metcalf has Sid by the throat with a knife. Basically going, I'd just kill her, and you can get fame, Cotton.
Yeah, you can be the only survivor, because I don't think she has any intention of surviving. She doesn't care.
Well, no, she'll leave, but she might do a little stabby on Cotton, and then she leaves, and then he's the lone survivor.
Like, I survived.
Because she's gonna blame it all on Mickey.
Yeah,
right?
That's right.
She's gonna blame it on Mickey, and she leaves, and she can because Debbie Salt does not exist.
Yeah, Debbie Salt's not a real person, so she just pieces out, and we're done here. And then, so Cotton's like considering it, and then Sydney brings up the one thing that he'd mentioned before, the Diane Sawyer thing. So she's just like, hey, Cotton, you know that Diane Sawyer thing you're talking about? Consider it done. And then fucking Aunt Jackie's like, what? Bang! She dead.
And I'm like, what are you, a Navy SEAL? You wouldn't be able to hit that shot in a million tries.
Nope.
Some guy that has I'm assuming, no working knowledge of handguns.
You would assume.
Can just pinpoint shoot her right in the throat like that. Just